Welcome to Signal to Alpha, your essential morning market briefing. I'm Lady Muriel, cutting through the noise to deliver what moves markets today. Let's get you your alpha before the opening bell. Good morning, traders. December 11th brings three major market catalysts demanding your attention. First, the Venezuela oil tanker seizure is rattling energy markets with potential gas price implications. Second, today's Senate healthcare votes on Obamacare subsidies affecting 20 million Americans will fail. But watch for bipartisan scramble before year-end. Third, Minnesota's nearly $1 billion fraud scandal is threatening federal Medicaid funding and exposing systemic oversight failures. Let's break it down. Starting with energy markets. The Trump administration seized a Venezuelan oil tanker yesterday in a dramatic helicopter operation, and this isn't just geopolitical theater. Venezuela produces approximately 1 million barrels daily, representing about 1% of global supply. Energy expert Kevin Book from Clearview Energy Partners estimates a full disruption could raise U.S. gas prices by 5 to 18 cents per gallon. Here's why that matters. Venezuelan crude is heavy sour oil specifically suited for Gulf Coast refineries. Losing the supply increases production costs for those facilities. Treasury Secretary Bessent suggested positive Venezuela developments could actually lower oil prices, creating a fascinating dynamic. National average gas prices just fell to $2.99 on December 1st, the first time below $3 in 4 years. Watch energy sector volatility today, particularly refiners with Gulf Coast exposure. Now, healthcare. Both parties are forcing votes today on competing Obamacare proposals, and both will fail. Democrats want a 3-year extension of enhanced premium subsidies. Republicans propose replacing subsidies with health savings accounts seeded with $1,000 to $1,500 depending on age. Over 20 million Americans rely on these premium tax credits. The subsidies expire by month end, and Congress leaves Washington next week. After today's theatrical failures, expect bipartisan negotiations to accelerate. Healthcare stocks and insurers are watching closely. This affects billions in revenue flows. Minnesota's fraud explosion is the sleeper story with massive implications. What prosecutors call the largest COVID fraud scheme in the country involved nearly $1 billion, stolen from federal child nutrition and Medicaid programs between 2016 and 2025. Feeding Our Future saw monthly reimbursements balloon 2,800% between 2020 and 2021. Restaurant owner Salim Saeed claimed to serve 5,000 children daily from his restaurant. Autism therapy billings exploded from $6 million in 2018 to nearly $200 million in 2024. Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Administrator Dr. Mehmet Oz warned Minnesota could lose federal Medicaid funding if integrity isn't restored. Treasury Secretary Bessent opened an investigation into mismanagement. This creates uncertainty for healthcare providers and state municipal bonds in Minnesota. Bottom line for your portfolio. Energy sector faces headline risk from Venezuela escalation. Healthcare and insurance face regulatory uncertainty from subsidy negotiations. Minnesota municipal bonds and healthcare providers face federal funding risk. Position defensively in these sectors until clarity emerges. That's your signal to alpha for today. Subscribe for tomorrow's essential market briefing. Trade smart, stay informed. See you at the opening bell.